sweet spot until we got fish on, bag it on down cap.
Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I hope you're all doing well. In the next couple of days, you're going to be joining me on an epic trip right back up to the north of Norway. We're going back to Skjervoy again in search of big scree cod and big halibut once again. I just want to go through some of the lures and some of the shads I'm going to be taking with me, also rod, reels, etc. We'll start with these beautiful 4D herrings that I bought from Real Fun. They're retailed at £30, but we managed to get them for £24.99. I believe these are the new 4D herrings shads. They're 560 grams, so a nice bit of weight to get you down. The reason for the bigger ones, when the tide is running really fast, it's always good to have that extra weight to get it streamlined down to the boat. So then your lure or your jig or shad, whatever you're using, 8 miles away from the boat. So that's the reason why I use heavier shads. They're really nice. Got a purpley, sparkly one with a bit of a green tinge on the tail. And we've also got the bright fire orange. Lovely shads. Absolutely perfect. Perfect size. And you got no problem with a fish taking these. The scree cod and, like you know, the big halibut, they got massive mouths and would take that with no problem. We've got some storm shads, luminous yellow. They're quite nice. I've also got a lot over there, so that's just a couple I'm taking. I've also got some speakies and some feathers to try for some mackerel. I think it's still a little bit early for them. I've got to say a massive thank you to Joker's Jigs and Lures. They've kindly sent me a few lures and jigs to use. Some slow pitch jigs. I'm really looking forward to using these. I'll put their website in my description, so if any of you are interested, you can have a little look. Stunning lures. These go up to, I've got one 350 grammer, a bright orange one, but my dad's nicked it and stuck it in his case. So yeah, we've got a 250 grammer, 180, and also 150. This one would be perfect when you're fishing in shallow waters. Perfect for those coal fish, anything like that, cod, even a halibut. So a massive thank you to them. So thank you very much. I've actually gone and bought myself a new rod and reel this year. I've gone for the Pen Slammer 6500. Reason for this, I wanted a strong and fast retrieve reel, and I've been wanting one of these for ages. So yeah, reason for the fast retrieve, you can be fishing in up to 400, right up to 800 feet of water sometimes, and it's ideal to have a fast retrieve reel, a 6-to-1 ratio. We don't always fish in that depth of water, but even when you're fishing in 100 feet of water, it's always nice to have a quick retrieve reel to get up and down a lot faster. This does 48 inches per turn, which is absolutely incredible. Really fast. So yeah, it's loaded up with 52-pound braid, I believe, or 54-pound braid. with a 70-pound leader. I recommend a little bit stronger leader, so I always take 100 to 150, just to be on the safe side. You know, you're hooking big fish. If you're lucky, you can get a 350 to a 250-pound halibut. Even the scree cod, they go up to 100-pound. You never know what you're gonna get out there. So yeah. So that's that one. I'm also taking my old Speedmaster. This is a very fast reel, 6-to-1, super high speed. Brilliant bit of kit, very fast, very strong. So I'll be taking that one as well. I have got to load that up with braid yet. I've also bought myself a Western Scandinavia Explorer cam. So I will be trying to get some underwater footage of the lure going down and the fish taking it. Quality bit of kit. Be very nice for the channel, for you all to see how it all works. So I got myself one of those. So fingers crossed we can get some good fish on the camera. So I just want to explain a bit about the scree cod. These fish are spawning fish that travel 600 miles from the Barents Sea right up into the north of Norway to spawn. We get 4 months of these fish, from January right up to the end of April. So fingers crossed we can bag ourselves some big fish. In 2018, I had my 72-pound cod in March. I don't think I'm going to beat that, but I'll certainly give it a good go. So join me in the next few days when I'm in Norway. We will be going from here at 1 o'clock Monday morning up to Heathrow, catching a plane from Heathrow to Oslo, and then catch another plane from Oslo right into Tromso, where we catch a fast ferry then for 2 hours to the lovely island of Skjervoy. So fingers crossed. Hope you enjoy my videos. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe. See you all soon. Thank you all. Then just sleep. Just making our way to Heathrow now. Oslo. just arrived in Norway. We've just arrived at Oslo. As you can see, it's lovely weather. One more flight to go to get to Tromso, and then a fast ferry. So, all good so far.
You've got too much pressure on
What are we going to catch, lads? What are we going to catch?
Halibut.
Halibut, big halibut. And
Yummy.
big cod robber, yeah? So we've got about 40 minutes to our next flight to Tromso.
So you're going to
So
catch
yeah.
Yeah.
See you when we land. Peter! Hi!
Yeah, we're going in with... We are.
What are we going to catch, Jane?
Halibut.
Big butts!
Different now, right, isn't it?
It's a bit chillier. We made it to Tromso. It's quite chilly.
That's like dirt.
Let's go and catch some fish.
Does that wake you up?
Just arrived at the ferry station.
Yeah. Bit steep, yeah.
Welcome back, everyone. So we are now in the beautiful Tromso in Norway. We've got about 2.5 hours and then we'll get on a fast ferry to Skjervoy. Beautiful town. And a bite to eat now. We're just entering the fishing shop now. Little ice fishing rods. Lovely. Nice selection there.
Yeah, we only have the halibut and the twist.
Is that Randy? Is that Randy's fish there?
450 grams. Yeah.
Oh, is that?
Yeah, that's it. That's exactly what I got.
Yeah. How much for them?
Elias, du vet vad det är på listan?
That's small.
I got one. For fucking, I can have one.
450 grand. I'm gonna get one.
Get one, mate.
Well, he wants to eat it, that's the thing.
Yeah, but that's set now, isn't it?
No, I'm not getting one. I'm paying for
Yeah,
it.
you are.
I'm not.
That's what, isn't it?
All day. You got anything, Dave, or not?
I think it's a banger, man.
Well, I got a bit in the bag. I guess I'm in our shop if need be over in there. Yeah, no, we're there. There I come.
Nah, they don't have the weights now, there.
They don't do that.
Nah.
Nothing like that.
All they got is
Decent
all they got is
selection
some
there, isn't it?
perks now, really. We went in the last one to get some heavy perks. So here we have nothing in there.
You got enough anyway in your bag.
But I bet I spent like £3 grand on tools. I got my van 21 grand. Oh yeah, you put 27 grand in that.
I'm gonna buy one.
Oh,
Hello everyone. So unfortunately, the fast fair has been cancelled because of bad weather. So we've had to wait for a coach to come and pick us up from Tromso. It'll be about 20 minutes or so, but it's actually going to take us an extra 2 hours on top, so 4 hours to get to the fish camp, which is a bit of a nightmare, but at least we're going to get there tonight. The weather ain't very good at the moment. It's blowing 40-mile-an-hour winds, so yeah. There's the coach, and we're gonna go on the ferry with the coach, so it's a bit quicker, cuts out all the back of the mountains, saves us a lot of time. Look at that for a view. On the ferry we are. 18 hours travelling. Too far away now. Everyone's hanging. Tunnel. As you can see, we're coming into Skjervoy now. The weather is absolutely dreadful. Just crossing the bridge. Hopefully the wind dies down the next day or two. Here we are, back in Skjervoy. We're just going to get out now, sort all the boats out, and get all the stuff sorted, put it on the cabins. Hello everyone, welcome back. So today is our first day. It's quite rough out there, so we can't get all the way out, but we're going to try on the front, try and get some species, and see what we can do really. But the next 2 or 3 days are quite blowy, so yeah, we'll try our best and see what we can get. bit of shelter. I'll try this 3-hook flapper with a bit of promo. Also got that underwater cam on the top. See what's going on along the bottom. As you can see here, the Western Explorer Scandinavian underwater camera is a great bit of kit to have. It gives you an advantage of seeing what you're fishing on along the bottom, and also shows you how your rig performs along the seabed. As you can see, the top left of the screen, we have a couple of dab. We have a little coalfish. And there's another dab just below the rig. We're continuing drifting. This camera is very, very clear. It retails for about £140. Here you can see we have a little haddock interested in the baits. Still interested. We have also another coalfish. There's the haddock, keep following it. And as you can see then, the haddock takes the prawn bait. Now this surprised me quite a lot, as you can see in the footage, in the left top corner. I had a lot more interest when the fish was hooked, rather than the bait dragging along the bottom. I can't explain why, but it was quite amazing to see. Color in the water. There you go.
Oh, yeah.
Have we got to take a picture?
What's that?
Haddock.
Yes, yeah.
Go on, James.
Come on. Come on, baby. Come on. What about that? right, that's around the top there. Good, James.
I think that's nice.
Do you want that up?
I think that's nice. As you can see in this video, we have a dab and a haddock interested in the bait.
Well, sorry, I did it.
What, your woofer?
Oh, I changed it. You ain't got a big weight on either.
Only spent like 10 minutes making it, no?
What was that? Yeah, it could be a boy, yeah, it could be a cop. Could be one of us. If this is just read mine, you're going to look at it like, look at that. Oh shit. Flatty that. Flatty again. Caught it. All fish. All fish, yeah. All fish. Fast, not fast. In.
This is a wolf fish. So the weather's really bad today, so we're just gonna do a bit of shopping. Oh, look at that. Hopefully we can get out in the next day or two, but the wind's really bad at the moment, so yeah. This is their local mini store, or market store should I say. Absolutely everything in here. Torfisk. This is their traditional dried salted fish. Beef jerky. So yeah. Well, the weather's absolutely crap, so decided to get the shopping done. £400 for the week. We'll be back for more, I expect. But hopefully we can get out. This weather is terrible.